Alright, this is one of those debates that looks simple on the surface, but once you actually break it down, it gets very interesting. Old 107, Gareth Bale versus new 107, Gareth Bale. Which version is actually the best in eFootball? Because at first glance, same rating, same position, same playstyle, you'd think it's just a minor upgrade. But nah, Konami didn't just tweak this card, they changed how Bale actually plays. So yeah, let's really get into this. Because depending on your playstyle, the answer might actually surprise you. Now first things first, both versions are prolific wingers. And that's important, because no matter which one you use, Bale is going to stay wide, make runs down the flank, stretch the defense, and constantly be available for attacks. So in terms of positioning, they're identical. No advantage here. But everything else, that's where things start separating. Let's start with the new Bale, because this is the one everyone is talking about. The moment you see Blitz Curler plus Magnetic Feet, you already know what Konami is trying to do. They turned Bale into a shooting machine. Now look at the stats. 97 speed, 97 acceleration. So yeah, still fast. Not the fastest winger in the game, but more than enough to beat defenders. Then 100 dribbling, 97 ball control, 93 tight possession. This is where you feel the upgrade. Because this Bale is smoother, cleaner on the ball, more controlled at high speed, and then you add Magnetic Feet. Now it becomes unfair, because his touches stay tight even when sprinting. No random heavy touches, no losing the ball easily, just clean movement into shooting positions. And now, the most important part, Blitz Curler. This completely changes everything, because now Bale is not just a winger, he's a long-range threat. Cut inside, shoot, and it's almost automatic. Combine that with 96 kicking power. And yeah, goalkeepers are struggling. Now let's look at the old Bale, because don't get it twisted. This card was already very strong. 99 speed. That's already one big advantage. This Bale is faster. You feel it instantly. When you sprint down the wing, defenders struggle to catch him. Acceleration is 95, slightly lower than the new one. But that top speed, it matters. So in pure pace, old Bale wins. Now dribbling, 99 dribbling, 96 ball control, 95 tight possession. Very close, but here's the difference. Old Bale feels a bit more free, while the new Bale feels more controlled. And that's where Magnetic Feet comes in again. Because even though the old Bale has slightly better tight possession, the new Bale feels better in-game, more consistent, less mistakes. Now let's talk about shooting, because this is where the biggest difference is. Old Bale has phenomenal finishing. And this skill, it's deadly, especially inside the box. It improves finishing consistency, makes him more clinical in tight situations. So if you're using Bale closer to goal, this version is very reliable. Now compare that to new Bale. Blitz Curler, different type of weapon. Instead of improving normal finishing, it gives him a completely new way to score. Long-range curlers, outside the box shots. And honestly, this is more impactful in the current gameplay, because long shots are harder to defend. You don't need to enter the box, you don't need perfect positioning, you just need space. And Bale creates that space himself. Now let's compare finishing stats. Both have 89 finishing, so no difference there. But skills matter more than stats here. Old Bale equals better inside the box. New Bale equals better outside the box. Simple. Now let's talk about awareness. New Bale, 90. Old Bale, 82. That's a big difference, because offensive awareness affects positioning, runs, reactions. So the new Bale is smarter. He's in better positions more often. And that actually helps a lot, especially when you're not controlling him. Now let's talk physicals. Physical contact is almost the same. Balance slightly better on the new Bale. So in duels, they're similar. But again, Magnetic Feet gives the new Bale an edge in real gameplay. Now let's talk about playstyle impact, because stats don't matter if the playstyle doesn't fit your game. Old Bale is more of a traditional winger. Run down the line, cross, or cut inside and finish normally. He's direct, simple, effective. New Bale, he's a shooter. Everything revolves around cutting inside and using Blitz Curler. He's more aggressive, more focused on scoring than assisting. So your playstyle matters a lot here. If you're someone who loves speed, counterattacks, running past defenders, old Bale might feel better, because that 99 speed, you will notice it. But if you're someone who likes cutting inside, taking shots from distance, creating goals out of nothing, new Bale is clear. Now let's talk about consistency. Old Bale is consistent in finishing. Inside the box, he delivers. New Bale is consistent in creating chances. Even when he's not scoring, he's always dangerous, and that's a big difference. Now let's talk about difficulty. Old Bale is easier to use. Run, shoot, score. Simple. New Bale requires a bit more understanding. You need to know angles, timing, when to shoot. But once you get it, he becomes more rewarding. Now let's answer the real question. Which version is actually better? If we're being completely honest, the new Bale is better in the current meta. Because Blitz Curler is just too strong. It gives him an extra dimension. an extra way to score, something the old Bale doesn't have, but that doesn't mean the old Bale is bad. In fact, for certain players, he might actually feel better, especially if you rely heavily on pace and simple finishing. So here's the final verdict. Old Bale equals faster, simpler, more traditional winger. New Bale equals more complete, more dangerous, more versatile in scoring. So if you want pure speed and easy gameplay, old Bale. But if you want a winger that can literally win games on his own with one shot, new Bale. And in today's eFootball, that difference, it matters a lot. So yeah, the debate, it's close, but overall, new Bale takes it.